Hey guys, it is Breyer Horse here and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today we are here to talk about the value of Breyer horses and the value of them being in box. So I've definitely talked about this before in shorts or reels, but I recently posted a little TikTok to some trending sound, and it kind of sparked the conversation of keeping your models in box, if there's any value to that, and kind of just open the discussion of why a model might be worth more out of the box. And just the more I thought about it, the more I kind of had stuff to say. Right before this, I was filming just a little TikTok / short kind of talk about it. But honestly, the more I rambled on, the more I was like, I feel like this should just be a full-length YouTube video. So that is what we are here to do today. Because this hobby is very different in the sense that most collectible hobbies, the thing is worth more if it is in a box. But when it comes to the model horse hobby, that really is not the case. So my general rule is that it is not going to add any value to the model necessarily, unless that model is vintage. And even then, like the really vintage models, you couldn't even see them. They were like in the box. So like still having the box can be like of value to people because it is vintage. But current day Breyer horses just do not hold that same value when it comes to keeping the box / keeping them in box. So honestly guys, just throw out the Breyer boxes. I know they take up a lot of space. I do still keep some that I find cool or that are a bit older. Like I still have my Odysseys box because he came with it, but him coming with that box did not increase or decrease his value in any way. So why is it that a Breyer horse might actually be worth more if it is out of the box, especially if it is a newer Breyer horse? So this is all coming from the perspective of somebody that is a model horse shower. It is one part of the hobby that is very focused on the quality of that Breyer horse. People who are strictly photographers or just like to have barn setups and stuff like that don't necessarily care about the pristine condition of a Breyer horse. I mean, some may do, but I'm coming from a model horse shower perspective. As a model horse shower, I need to know that that Breyer horse is good quality all around. And you cannot see the quality of a Breyer horse fully if it is in the box because there's one side that you are not seeing. So with Breyer horses, there's always the risk of them having factory flaws or box rubs when you're buying a new in-box Breyer. This can be buying from a seller, buying from Breyer directly. It is just an inherent risk of buying models that are hand painted, which is what makes Breyer so special. They are not made by machines, they're made by real people, and flaws are inevitable because they're made by human hands, you know? And we love that aspect of it because it makes models have different kinds of shading. Sometimes it causes a variety in the markings that a model might have, but that then also comes with the risk of them getting little lumps in the paint, or the markings not being crisp, hairs getting stuck, which is all stuff that is judged when they're in a model horse show. And some judges may overlook some flaws when a model has beautiful shading and beautiful markings and a really good breed reference. But as a rule of thumb, the goal is to have the nicest model on the table with the best breed when it comes to breed classes. So I'm going to show an example of a model that I recently got new in box. This is Pretty Lydia. I guess I got her last year. Was she? Or no, she was a 2025, right? One of the most recent Tractor Supply specials. Okay, hello, editing couch Shannon. I definitely got this horse for Christmas last year, so she was 2024. And I talk about like going and seeing her in person to like purchase her, but I'm definitely just thinking of either other models like that I go see at like Tractor Supply, or it could have very well been her at my local Tractor Supply that I was just like looking, but I did not end up purchasing her myself because I knew that I was gonna ask for her for Christmas. So yeah. So when purchasing her, I can only see this half of her, and she is gorgeous, stunning, love her. But if we turn her around to the side that I could not see, Miss Girl does have some very unfortunate box rubs. Now, these are tiny, but I mean, and honestly, it is very rare that I get traditional models with rubs on them. I am not saying to be afraid of buying horses new in box. Literally not what I'm saying at all. I am more just proving the point that most model horse collectors that show would be willing to pay more for a model that they know is going to be perfect on both sides rather than a horse that is new in box. At least I know I would. And from my logic, I think every other model horse shower would too. Now, she's still gorgeous, don't get me wrong. And when I was picking her out, I was really looking over the one half that I could see. And I mean, generally, you want the show side to be their best side. But again, you kind of want it to be good all around. This is another pretty girl that I got kind of recently in box, and I got pretty lucky with her. Her other side is basically perfect. But I would have had no clue that this little belly spot had crisp markings. I kind of just got lucky with that. Also, her shading is literally so gorgeous. They did such a good job with this model. I love her. And then another one that I pulled out for example. So this is Flash. He was from 2009. And I did get this guy out of box. I honestly don't know how much I paid for him. I don't think I paid that much. I'm pretty sure he was a Breyer Horse find. But I am telling you right now, I would, if I saw this model and a Flash new in box, I would have picked this model because I was able to flip him around and see that his opposite side is perfect. This guy is just gorgeous in general. Just look at the shading. He is so nice. But you know, if this guy was living in a box since 2009 and I just got him, you're kind of risking that there's gonna be some sort of rub on it. Ooh, that actually reminded me. Let me go grab Lady C. So this girl I got 2 years ago, but she is from 2013 Breyerfest. I bought her new in box for $85 or something around there. I believe she's going for like $150 to $200. I mean, I just got her for a steal. But after living in box for like 10 years at that point, I did end up getting a little box rub. I feel like box rubs are more of a risk when the model is kind of being transported and jumbled around in a box. But like for $85, I didn't care. I was buying her either way. But honestly, knowing that, I would have spent 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 extra bucks to know that she would be in pristine condition. The one person that was commenting on the like TikTok that I posted about it, kind of trying to debunk me, other collectors in the comments, was kind of saying, well, if it's sealed in box, then you know it's never been played with or messed with. I feel like the majority of collectors are buying models from other collectors, and you are able to ask for photos to see condition, but that just did not make much sense to me. And sometimes collectors are looking for models that have been played with to customize. I am not a customizer artist, but I would only ever like customize models that are not in great condition because I would just feel so guilty ruining a beautiful OF. But that is definitely the OF collector in me. But yeah, I guess the conclusion of this is don't be afraid to take your Breyers out of the box. Definitely have people ask when they are first getting into collecting because it is so common in other hobbies. But Breyer horses are meant to be enjoyed, meant to be held and touched. And yes, when you're a kid, they're meant to be played with. They're meant to take realistic pictures of and make little setups for, just being displayed on your shelves. And I'm not saying that I don't have any new in box models, because I do. I don't have any at my apartment, but I keep a new in box model for every, or almost every Breyerfest that I've been to. But that's more just because before I started working the event, I would be going with my family. We'd be getting like 4 of them. So I would take one out of the box to be a show model / display model, and I would just keep one in box just as a keepsake. but I know that that does not add any value to them. And honestly, I lay them all out while they're still in box, and I will pick the nicest one out of all the ones in box just from looking at the one side to be the one that I actually cut out of the box. So I am purposely picking the nicest horse to take out of the box. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say on the topic. I hope you enjoyed this little chit chat, little random video. Hopefully made this make sense to some newer collectors in the hobby, because I understand how this could be kind of weird, but somebody else did comment like, this is the only hobby that this is a thing in. And you know what? Yeah, it's true. But it's just another thing that makes the model horse hobby so special. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more model horse content. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day and stay fabulous. Bye guys.